welcome to A Slow Descent into Madness, novel edition. I thought, why just watch 50 Shades of Grey when I could, round out the torture and also read the book? Yes, indeed, I read the novel by E.L. James that somehow is a New York Times bestseller. I don't even. But to spare you a full reading of the monstrosity that is 50 Shades of Grey by E.L. James, I have sampled the tastiest of morsels. The golden nuggets of this book, and I'm going to read them aloud to you today. Now I know what all the fuss is about. 2 orgasms coming apart at the seams like the spin cycle on a washing machine. Wow. Never in my whole adult life of doing laundry have I ever been aroused by a spin cycle. Never have I looked at a spin cycle on a washing machine and gone, oh my God. There are many things I describe an orgasm as. Washing machine cycles, not one of them. I'm all deer, headlights, moth, flame, bird, snake. These are literally different metaphors. Deer and headlights, moth to a flame, bird, snake prey. Okay, bird, snake, prey. Moth to a flame means they're drawn to it. I can't say that deer are drawn into headlights. You don't have deer leaping across the interstate saying, "Oh, take me to the heavens, oh beamed one. Yeet me into the sky, sky daddy," I eye Christian's toothbrush. It'd be like having him in my mouth. If my boyfriend put my toothbrush in his mouth, straight to jail. Okay, I'm calling the police. I'm calling the cops because that's a crime. Okay, that is a crime. I no longer feel safe in my own home. You need to leave. You need to pack up your stuff. You need to go. Okay, right now. Let's not even talk about it. Please leave. I can almost hear his sphinx-like smile through the phone. You know what? The next time a man tells me I should smile more, I'd be prettier if I smiled. I'm just going to tell him. I'm just going to tell him I'm smiling like a sphinx, because sphinxes are famous for their beautiful smiles. Perfect. Yeah, sphinx-like smile. I feel the color rising in my cheeks. I must be the color of the Communist Manifesto. Red. Just say red. And from a very tiny, underused part of my brain, probably located at the base of my medulla oblongata, near where my subconscious dwells, comes the thought, he's here to see you. Okay, I'm going to level with you. Not a person that understands the inner workings of the brain. Couldn't tell you what the medulla oblongata is responsible for. Possibly it is responsible for the subconscious. But another part of the brain is the core of your frontal lobe that's responsible for logical reasoning, of which there are none in this book. Okay? There is no logical reasoning in this book whatsoever. Desire pulls dark and deadly in my groin. If you ever feel something in your groin that feels dark and deadly, I feel like you should go get it checked out. I'm not a doctor. I'm not your health professional, but never in your life should your groin feel dark and deadly. Just saying. Her eyes are like bourbon, but flat. Bourbon, but flat. I feel, you know what? I have had to throw out many a bottle of bourbon because it's gone flat. Don't you just hate that? Don't you just hate when your bourbon has gone flat? I don't know if this woman is a person. Is it a robot? Did a robot write this and this is what they think the human experience is like? Because that, you know what? Would not be mad, okay? If you came out when E.L. James is not a real person, it's a computer, that we programmed to look at the human experience, and then we made them write a book. You know what? Fine. Sure. Okay? Get it. If this is a human writing this, I have follow-up questions. Okay? I gasp, and his mouth swoops down. Ah! Ah! My neighbor's going to think I'm insane. We don't have long, Anastasia. And the way I'm feeling right now, we won't need long. Alexa, play 1 Minute Man by Missy Elliott. Take me out, show me what you got, 'cause I don't want no 1 minute man. I do hope you're not overly fond of these panties. He tears through them with his adept fingers, and they disintegrate in his hands. Unless your panties are edible, they should never disintegrate. Okay, how long are you keeping those fuckers for? Because, damn, panties should never disintegrate. Ever. Ever. They dance and weave, bright blazing orange with tips of cobalt blue in the fireplace in Christian's apartment. You know what? This sounds like some rich people shit. Really? When was the last time you saw fire that had tips that were blue? Blue tips. How could he mean so much to me in such a short time? He's got right under my skin. Literally. Figuratively. He hasn't got under your skin literally unless he's fucking Hannibal. Okay? Unless he's Hannibal, he hasn't gotten under your skin literally. Figuratively. Okay? I sit up and reach for the orange juice, drinking it down too quickly. It's delicious, ice cold, and makes my mouth a much better place. I too like when beverages give good mouth feeling. Yeah. The remaining subclauses of this clause 15 are to be read subject to this proviso and to the fundamental matters agreed in clauses 2 to 5 above. What? Okay, I'm no legal professional, but what? That made no sense. No sense. I would like to know if a lawyer thinks this makes any sense because, The elevator whisks me with terminal velocity to the 20th floor. Unnecessary. The elevator whisks me to the 20th floor. Terminal velocity? Really? You know what this is what? This is what when people want to sound smart, but they don't know what they're talking about. This is what it sounds like, okay? Grabbing it quickly, I squirt toothpaste on it and brush my teeth in double quick time. I feel so naughty. It's such a thrill. The other day I was doing my laundry and I put my clothes in the dryer. I was feeling a little bit naughty. Yeah, so you know what? Decided to dry my clothes in double time. And now they're damp. Gloriously damp, I tell you. It's such a thrill. I could watch you sleep forever, Anna. Something a serial killer would say, just based on what Christian Gray's been like. It's not sexy. It sounds like a threat. I think he's threatening her. I think he's actually threatening her. Okay, so this is the part that I have the biggest problem with. So he tells Anna he's getting a doctor to come and sort her out. He's getting a doctor to come sort her out because, and I quote, he hates condoms. So her response to this is, it's my body. And his response, his literal response to that is, it's mine too. It's mine too. Nope, don't like that. Don't like that. Why are people like this? Who thinks this is sexy? Pointed toes. Sexy toes or pointed toes? Well, can't point them. Looks like I'm trying to claw the couch. Yeah, there you go. Show me what you got. Got the one, no 1 minute, man.